And in continuation to what happens when you try to leave this kind of cult narcissistic groups, or even the main narcissistic person with the other group of other weaker but lower level narcissists and other people involved in the group. What happens is that like a pyramid scheme, it's all about luring people in, keeping them in, treat them like trash as long as they're in, kill their confidence, keep their self-esteem low, break them down, constantly make them question themselves and their own decision making intelligence and all those, keep putting them down so much that they actually look to others for validation all the time, so that they will never see the destructive toxic nature of what's happening, and then they keep following like blind sheep, and then make them feel obligated, like now you are this group, you are this friend, you are supposed to be loyal to me, you are a betrayer if you want to go away from me. Again, you have to look at it, it's purely cult attitude. Because see, if I'm in a healthy relationship with somebody, friendship with somebody, and then we finally come to a point where I've grown apart, they're a different person and I don't want to be with them anymore. So you walk away from them. You have the choice, you have the freedom. You are an individual with agency. Agency is the freedom and control to make your own choices, decisions and actions. Behave like who you want to behave. So you have this agency. You have the will, the free will. So these people, they fog you, confuse you, keep you in such a horrific, mentally disturbed situation, constantly putting you down and mistreating you, that you will actually question your own decision. That is exactly why you don't take confident decisions. Even if you want to get out of that kind of group or that kind of situation, maybe you innocently got into sort of this toxic friendship, maybe an individual person or group of this person. When you're talking about narcissists, usually it just doesn't end with just one person, unless you are in a romantic relationship or marriage. They always come with some sort of bunch of people with them. That is why I keep mentioning group. And they make it very difficult for you to leave. They may behave like, oh, what did you not like? They want your explanation or your ideas as to what made you suspect enough for you to try and walk away. They may try to find out more information so that they can use it against you. They may even come up with false and fake apologies. Like, okay, fine, I understand that you are uncomfortable with certain things or certain attitudes of mine. Oh, I'm sorry, I did not know that. It's okay, take it lightly, and then they keep moving on. It's all very superficial. The thing is, their sorry doesn't mean shit. Like I said, end justifies the means for them. For a toxic person, a narcissistic person, end justifies means. So if a sorry is gonna keep this bakara from getting out of my trap, let me say it, who cares? That's how they view it. Everything is just a tool that they can use and misuse and abuse and use against you. So they will ask you for information. What happened? Why are you feeling like this? Oh, what has happened? How is your life going? How is your personal life? They want to know more. And then they will use it to make you stay with them. Make it look like they are going to offer you a solution, or they may offer you apology with the promise of change in behavior. I will not do this again. Okay, I'm sorry. Nothing. It's nothing. You see the behavior not changing, but the words keep changing. The word will change according to how your mood or opinion changes, how your behavior and conflict is being changed, your interaction with them change. The words will keep changing because that is what is going to keep you inside the trap. But you have to be conscious enough to put your mind a little away from the words and just keep a little quiet and observe the actions, because actions will never change. These people are built a certain way and they will die a certain way. There is no concept of change in them. So whatever words they say, whatever apologies they say, whatever sentimental words they use, none of it matters. Not to them, not to them. but they know it matters to you, and that is why they use them. It's a tool, it's a means to an end. So they may try to make it seem like they want to change, they want to be a better person, they want to be this forgiving person, they want to be understanding of your discomfort and want to change or want to improve and say sorry and be nice, and they may even pretend they have changed for a couple of days because they don't have the capacity to actually change. So they will just mimic and copy the behavior of other people to make it look as if they have changed, because hey, you have to be convinced. And with our very limited brain capacity and attention, usually people with weak willpower, or people are still shaky and their self-esteem is not good enough, they have confidence issues, they cannot take strong decisions on their own, they will be convinced within a couple of days of that behavior changing, right? And then they will compromise and stay. They will continue their friendship, bonding relationship, colleague relationship, whatever activities they are pulling you in which are uncomfortable for you, you will still continue doing it. Hey, they are so harmless. They will make you convince. They will convince you, make you believe that it is not so harmful. You are the one who making a big thing out of a small thing, making an issue out of a very harmless thing. But trust your own gut, trust your own intuition. Your gut will tell you, your body will tell you, your own conscience is screaming, saying run, 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 run. You don't. Why? Because you're being the nice person, you don't have the confidence, you're believing their words, they are convincing you that everything is just in your head, it's not really that bad, it's just a small thing. Believe me, even after manipulating you into murdering somebody, they will still make it look like it's all in your head, it's not that bad, it's just a small thing. It's how mesmerizingly they use words to make you believe in the wrong things. That's how bad they are, that's how horrible they are. Okay, so their words are just there to keep you in the loop, keep you confused. Their apology means nothing, their words mean nothing. The pretense of changing until they feel convinced that you are going to stay back, and then they'll go back to the toxic behavior immediately, because hey, now you are convinced enough to stay, you're not leaving. So they can get back to their comfort zone, the toxic abusive behavior, putting you down, all starts again. And you take this kind of mental emotional beating for so long, you get tired, fatigued, and you won't leave. That's another thing they trust. They rely on your ability to become so tired, exhausted, with the constant belittling and rare praise and belittling of 90% belittling on abuse, 10% of praise. So this constant bullshit that's keeping your brain and body tired, because you don't know what's going to happen next. The uncertainty takes away all the energy. Your functioning levels are extremely gone down. So you will not leave. You will not have the confidence or strength or ability to leave. That's another way they will make you not leave. Tricks, and they will bring in other people to convince you that you are just overthinking and all sorts of things. Also, they will make you stay because it's useful for them. They want to still use you. If you are not of high value resource to them, they will still try, but they won't put in a lot of effort, and they will think it's okay. But that's extremely rare, because any kind of prey is good enough for them. Any prey is good enough for a predator like that. So one has to be very careful, and if you're already in, that is why I'm telling you the tactics they might use to prevent you, stop you from actually leaving, getting away, building your self-esteem. Smart up, wisen up, and actually never get into that kind of bullshit again. So in order to prevent you from learning and being smarter and being yourself immune to those kind of people again, you may heal. That's a threat for them. If your self-esteem is built, you're confident, you take decisions, you leave, you actually can leave. You stand up for yourself, you put your foot down and actually leave and never come back. Never be tempted to come back. It's a huge problem for them. That is why they will go to all these efforts to deceive you into staying with them or around them or in touch with them. Don't do that. If you notice these kind of people in your life and these are the ways they are trying to prevent you from going on building your own, solid individual life where you are the agent, you are the one in control, you are the one whose mind, body and soul and decisions are in your control. That's important. For them, that's the threat. But for you as an individual, it's the most important thing that you will ever do in your human life. Trust me. So do it at any cost. It is worth it. Rather than being in a prison with these people, free yourself. You can be tired, you can be exhausted, worried, anxious, but believe me, at the end of the day, we have to save ourselves. It's just us. But yes, there is a higher force. Ask the higher force for help. It will not deny you. But believe me, you as an individual has to take that step, make those decisions, and ask for the universe, God, whoever you want to call it, the support to help you get away from that situation. Because those are the only two things that can help you. You yourself, and with you the higher force. Nobody will help you. Even the people, there are people, yes, but I will not tell you to rely on other people immediately also. Rather, you should be the one you should rely on first, and then the higher force. Then the rest of the people can come and go. Okay, these are the tips to watch out for the behaviors, how they try to prevent you from leaving, and how you should be strong enough to leave if you want to leave these kind of people or groups or any kind of such prison cult-like attitude anybody is displaying. So with this I'll conclude here. I'll come back with some other new topic later.